Okay. That's not too difficult.
In case you needed some help.
I can make that. Whoa, stop everything right now. I was told by the higher-ups that we cannot show you this video. It is far too dangerous for you to do. But not to worry, we here at Spider Incorporated have come up with a very at-home safe version for you guys to do. Enjoy. Alright, but in all seriousness, what you want to do is get these tools. It's very minimal on what you actually need to make this suit look more movie accurate than what the suit already is. You need a mannequin. If you don't have a mannequin like this, you can actually make your own out of duct tape, some pillows, and some saran wrap. I have a video tutorial. I'll leave a card up here as well as a link in the description for that. Extremely helpful, extremely easy, and you can do it by yourself if you're skilled enough, but usually you will need one person to kind of cut you out of the actual saran wrap and duct tape. We're going to slide this onto the mannequin and then pretty much just get started. We do have a lot of reference photos, so we're going to make it as accurate as possible up here where the, it kind of looks like it's burned through the actual suit and onto the synthetic computerized part of the suit. So we're just going to use white paint there, brown paint for all of the burn marks, and then for all the parts on the back where it looks like everything is melted, that's where we're going to use the puff paint. That is going to make it look like the suit is kind of just melted over itself. And it's just going to give it a really, really cool effect. Alright, before I hop into this, make sure you leave this video a like. If you haven't checked out the Homecoming suit, you can also check out that. I'll leave a card up here as well as a link in the description for that. But let's get into the video. So you're not going to have to actually cut that much. There are a few spots like on his hand, next to his little thumb here. This part's kind of cut out here. The cool thing about doing these types of suits is that you can't really mess it up. So this is just his left hand here. We're just kind of cutting this out. So now you have your first cut. So the other cuts for the suit's actually only 2 more spots. The shoulders. That's it. That's all you have to actually cut out of your suit for this design. So for this, whenever you're doing this sort of thing, you're just going to want to kind of follow a pattern. So I'm going to follow this web line right here and sort of do that right there. You have that there right now. So that's going to look okay. But what I'm going to do now is on the other side of this line, just sort of kind of cut a straight piece about there. Now the suit's naturally going to expand when you put on the suit just a little bit more. And every time you wear it, it's going to get bigger and bigger. So you kind of got to keep that in mind when you do the cuts. Alright, so while all the white paint is drying, you can actually move on to the other steps of the paint process. For all of the cuts, you're just going to want to use brown paint. This gives a very good burn mark to it. Anything other than that, you're going to want to use both brown and black to make it a lot darker in those areas. Alright, so after you have done that, you're going to want to use the brown again to go over a lot of the chest area, a little bit of the back area because you're still waiting for that to dry as I just touched my hand to some paint. Alright, so now that all the paint has been applied to all of the cuts and the burn marks, you're going to want to move on to the puff paint. We're going to start off with the black because the red is actually over most of the black puff paint. You're going to want to let the black dry before you even attempt to do anything with the red. So let's go on to the black puff paint. So what do you guys think of the movie replica Far From Home advanced suit? I think it looks pretty freaking fantastic. I was actually a little worried when I was doing the puff painting that it was going to make it a lot harder to get into the suit, but it really wasn't that bad. I did have to get help with it, but it was like, it still fits very well, and there's still a lot of fabric that's like able to be moved around when you're moving around at like a convention or something. So it's definitely very easy to move in. I can stretch, I can stretch, I can stretch. Like, I can do all the things that I need to do in the suit. So the white on the suit represents the under layer of the suit. I'll post a photo right here so you can see what I'm talking about. That's what it's supposed to look like. I think it actually looks pretty darn accurate to it. It could be a little bit darker, but overall I think it looks really fantastic. The puff paint on the back though is like the creme de la resistance. Is that right? I think that's right. Like, it just looks absolutely fantastic. It really does give off that like burnt look, especially when you get up close and personal. So right now is that time of the video where I plug my other social medias. If you don't know, I have an Instagram, Twitter, as well as a TikTok account. I upload to them pretty frequently. I definitely do a lot more stories on my Instagram page. I'm trying to pick up Twitter and TikTok. Still understanding the platforms. I've never been that type of person, but I want to actually like figure it out and kind of like master it. So if you want to follow them, I greatly appreciate that. Links are always in the description of every single one of my videos. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you leave this video a thumbs up. If you haven't already, click that subscribe button for more videos all related to cosplay, and I'll see you guys in the next one.